Hi, everyone. I wanted to come on today and tell you all about a free webinar that I am doing in April. I'm beyond exciting. This is a new webinar, and I cannot wait to share this information with you. I really felt passionate about sharing it in April because it's Autism Awareness Month and because the information that I'll be sharing will be very, very helpful for you if you're a speech therapist and your students are transitioning back to in-person therapy, or if you're kind of gearing up for this end of teletherapy and kind of transitioning to this in person. A lot of our students in general and students with autism do have trouble with engaging, have trouble with communicating, and I'm going to be sharing with you on this webinar all about how I plan my speech therapy sessions for students who are nonverbal or have limited communication. So if you're listening to this and you are like, Rose, yes, a lot of my students are really struggling to make progress in therapy. A lot of my students are really struggling to find their voice and spontaneously communicate on their own. You're going to want to tune into our webinars that are taking place in April. So it's the same webinar, all about 5 tips and strategies that you can use in your next session to help your students with autism engage and communicate. And it's going to be offered at 3 different times. I wanted to do that because I'm here in Ohio on Eastern time, but I know that I have people who are following my page appreciate your support, and I know that everybody is in a different time zone. So on the webinar, we are going to talk about strategies I use to keep my students engaged so that they're motivated to engage. And I'm going to talk about what skills I work on with my students too. So I want to give you an inside peek on how I help my students have positive speech therapy sessions where they're engaged, they're communicating, and they're making progress towards their communication goals. Really excited too, if you attend live, if you're able to attend live for any of the webinars, it is the same webinar, just offered 3 different times. If you're able to attend live, we are going to share with you live a free therapy material. So it's a summer themed adapted book and vocabulary activity, which is really, really perfect to kind of ease that therapy planning, especially in the month of April and May, as we know that things can be very, very busy during that time with people kind of transitioning back into summer mode, and with the pandemic kind of transitioning to what is therapy going to look like too in August, because it's going to be here before we know it. So this is a great time for us to kind of debrief, spend some time together and share, because I have been seeing my clients in person and also through teletherapy the entire year. So I have really had a good gauge on helping my students in person and helping my students through teletherapy, because I do 1 day a week that's just virtual. So when you join us live, you will be given access to a free therapy material, which is the summer themed adapted book and vocabulary activity. And you will also get access when you attend live to a certificate that says that you've attended live on whichever date you've attended. Okay. So the different dates that we're offering it are April 6th, which is at 8 p.m. Eastern, April 7th, which is 4 p.m. Eastern if you want to catch it, if you're on Eastern time right after work, if you get out of work earlier. And Tuesday, April 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern will be the last time that we offer it. So a really cool way for us to spend some time together. I'm excited to share this information. I have not done a webinar about these skills, and I'm really excited to share with you. So if you're able to tune in live, that would be really, really great. There's some kind of energy with a live webinar that I think you just can't replace. So I'm excited about being able to spend some time with all of you. I feel like this year, even though I'm going into work 2 days a week, I feel that it's been pretty isolating because I'm just in my office, right? Or I'm talking to just one student. So it'll be a nice time to share with other people. We already have hundreds and hundreds of people that are signing up for the webinar, so make sure that you reserve your spot. If you have any questions about anything, make sure that you contact me at abaspeech.org, and I can't wait to see you in April.